What is that? Oh. Oh no. No. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. No. Oh no. All right, Jessica's gonna blip the throttle for us. Where is that coming from? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back today with another purchase from IAA, but this one is a little bit different. Looking around, you can see all of the cars that I have purchased lately from all of the auctions that I regularly attend, including my pride and joy right now, the 2004 SL600 Twin Turbo V12 Mercedes. But this one is the subject of today's video. This is a 2014 Kia Forte EX with a clean title. Tires like brand new. Interior, exterior looks excellent, smells good, it runs good, but we have to take it on a drive because that's the only thing I haven't done yet. The tow truck dropped it off here and, well, here she sits. It had to wait till I was done filming some of my other vehicles before I could get around to it. It's got the keys. Did I mention clean title? I think I did. Clean title, guys. Take a look in the trunk. Cargo net. It's got the rubber mat. Oh man, wow, that's pretty impressive. It's a good looking little car, great little econo box. I think it gets close to 40 miles a gallon with its little 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission. It's got Sirius XM. It's got that Microsoft, what is it? Microsoft OVE or something that they use for Kias and Hyundais. UVO, OVE. I don't know where that came from. UVO, whatever. Check this out and put the key in. Turn that air conditioning off. I do hear it. What is that? Uh-oh. Well, hold on. This is new. That is an awful noise. The belt. It's got to be the belt. Right? Oh, something doesn't sound good down there. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's all right. Could that? It's not the belt. Oh, that sounded really bad. So this was in one of my IAA walk-around videos, and I said I had to have it. I had to have it. Retail value on this car is $8,800. Like I said, it is a clean title. This is not salvaged. This is not rebuilt. This is a clean title car. Can we clean off that windshield? Speaking of clean. Wow, it is really dirty. There we go. That looks a little more respectable. Air conditioning works. Now that it's not making those horrible noises, it runs great. But my fear with this car is it has a bad transmission. I fully expect that the car probably has a bad transmission. There's no way they should have let this car go for $2,000. What can you buy today for $2,000? It's not one of these. You're not going to find one of these anywhere for $2,000 running and driving. So let's take her out on the road. Like I said, I'm not going to be mad if it has a bad transmission. I'll be disappointed because, of course, deep down, I'm hoping that somehow, some way, I stole this car for $2,000. But I think realistically, we all know there's no possible way that's going to be the case. Oh, hold on. I'm going to go a different way. What is that? Ooh. Roll down the other window. What is that? Oh. Oh no. What? Oh, that's... What is that? is not good. That is not good. Okay. I'm just send it. The trans shifts. It shifts. There's overdrive. It shifts. It does. The transmission shifts. And it rides great. But there's I don't know what that noise is. I've never heard. That's not a belt. Shifts nice. Okay. Well, I think I know exactly where this car is going. Right up on the lift immediately. We gotta find out what this noise is. It does not sound like any belt that I've ever heard. Ooh. Oh, wow. Man. Okay. Hold on, am I on this? No. I am not centered. Let's try this again. Let's try it like that. Oh, that just... Okay, we're there. And now it's quiet. Oh. What the heck is that? Well, we also have a check engine light on. I'm gonna set the e-brake. Oh, wow. I'm not lined up on this at all. Oh, man. That's fine. It's fine for what we're doing right now. Golly, I'm way off on that. Well, it'll be all right. Let me pop the hood. We'll also run a diagnostic. I don't think the diagnostic is going to be related to that squealing noise, however. Nice and quiet while it's sitting here idling, though. So that's interesting. It's almost got to be a belt. The pitch changes with the revs. Boy, these engines just kind of bounce around in there, don't they? A lot of vibrations. Okay, so I'm looking at the pulleys. This thing has nothing under the hood. It's got an alternator, a water pump, an air compressor, and then your crank pulley, and that's it. That's all she's got. If I had to guess, 130,000 miles. I don't think it's the air compressor, because when you turn the air conditioning on, it doesn't change. So I'm gonna bet alternator or water pump, and I'm gonna put my money on the water pump, just because it's harder to get to. Bet you money it's the water pump, and I'll tell you how I'm gonna find out. Where's some WD-40? I just used this on my Mercedes on some of the suspension, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spray a little bit just down there in the water pump pulley. Come on. I think I'm running out. Okay. I don't imagine that's going to do a whole lot to help it, but let's just see. No. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Well, you didn't think I was really going to win one without problems, right? I knew it was too good to be true. Knew it was too good to be true. I'm not upset. The way it sounds, I'm still putting my money on a pulley. That's where I'm at. I'm determined it's going to be a pulley. So I do believe it's the bearings in the water pump going out. That's what I think. Looking around the alternator, I see no metal shavings, but down around that water pump pulley down there, I scraped my hand down there, and I came back with a bunch of shiny flakes on my finger. So it's either the water pump or it's the air conditioner. It's one of the two. Let's get this belt off, and we'll go from there. Easy as that. You've got two 12 millimeters. This one is the adjuster. This loosens it. But before this can loosen it, you've got to loosen up that one right there. Then you've got a 14 right here, and as soon as you loosen that, look at that. Off comes the belt. Now, before I take this belt completely off, let me... Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of crap under that belt. Oh, yeah. Something under here has gone bad. Okay, it goes crank pulley, around the air compressor, over the alternator, behind the water pump, and then back over the crank pulley. All right, now that we've got that settled. Oh, wow. Yeah, it almost looks like some kind of stop leak or something. What is going on with that? All right, let's fish this thing out. Let's take a closer look at this belt. Oh, this belt is tore up. Look at that. I mean, this belt is destroyed. What is all over this? I've never seen that before. The belt itself actually looks like it's in decent shape, but there's this brown crap all over it and all over everything under here as well. All right, have you guys taken your bets? What do you think is bad? The air compressor, the alternator, or the water pump? I'm going to stick to the water pump. I haven't checked yet, but I'm sticking to that water pump. So let's start with the alternator. Spin. Smooth and quiet. Sounds good. Water pump. Ooh. Hold on. Get my hands down here. There's no play. There's no play in the alternator at all, in the water pump at all. Air compressor. Could it be that this belt has so much crap built up on it that the belt is actually not getting any traction and it's slipping? Could we clean this belt, put it back on, and find out that the noise went away? Or could it be something more sinister? Well, of course, the only way to find out is to fire it up with the belt off. And of course, if you're like me, you're sitting here thinking, for sure, there's no way it's going to squeak anymore. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. What could possibly be squeaking with no belt on the car? The transmission is not engaged. It's just the engine. What could possibly be making that noise? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out what's causing this. Let's get her up in the air and brace ourselves for what we're about to find. Well, you know the routine. We'll go ahead and start from the back. Even though we know nothing back here is going to be squealing, it doesn't hurt to take a peek. Make sure the trunk pan isn't smashed in or anything. Nope. Shocks look good. Everything looks really, really good so far. But we do have one pretty significant problem, don't we? Something up here is making a racket. Suspension? Yep, everything's there. Everything looks to be in good shape. I'm telling you, for the short time I got to drive it, it rode like a dream. Everything over there looks good too. Okay. Transaxle, mounts, CV axles, boots. Control arms. Everything looks great. It's hard to get you guys over here, and everything over here looks really good too. And that squealing noise sounds like it's coming from the back of the motor. I'm at a complete loss. The exhaust bolts right there. It leaks no oil. I mean, this thing has nothing leaking out from under it at all. Yet something over here, and there's really nothing that could be the culprit other than the crank, right? It's the only thing spinning. There's no belt on this car, so nothing else could possibly be spinning under here. It looks like maybe the air compressor is leaking a tad. No big deal there. It's got a Fram filter. Could it be a vacuum? A vacuum line? I should have checked the codes. Maybe we've got a code for like a massive vacuum leak, unmetered air. But I'm looking under here. It sounds to me like it's coming from somewhere back here. And it changes with the throttle, which is very, very scary. Getting up here, there's your head gasket. It's hard to see, but it's there, and I don't see anything wrong with it at all. Exhaust manifold looks to be in good shape. Can you guys see back there? Is there anything going on back there? I don't know. I can't see. Huh. All right. Find somewhere to stick this. So I know it doesn't make any sense, but I sprayed some penetrating oil on the crank pulley behind it where the seal is. Could it be that somehow it's rubbing on the seal and making noise? No, that's not even possible, I wouldn't think. But I don't know what's going on here. I looked all up under this thing. I can find nothing wrong. No broken. The intake manifold looks like it's intact. Everything looks good. There's no belt, yet it squeals. Bad. What is that, man? What is that? I can't let it run long because it doesn't have the belt on it. But there's nothing. It should be squealing under here. Nothing. I am very, very confused, guys. This is a new one for me. This is a new one for me. Is it possible that maybe we got a loose hose and it's squeal? No. Come on, let go. There's got to be something. It's got to be a vacuum leak. It has to be a vacuum leak. Something in here is squealing like crazy. All right, Jessica's gonna blip the throttle for us. Where is that coming from? It's got to be a vacuum leak. Got to be a vacuum leak. Wait. Wait a minute. I'm lost. I am lost. It sounds like it's coming from over here now. This is weird. Oh, crap. Oh, I about biffed it, man. I about biffed it good. Hold on. Now, it's coming from over here somewhere. I hear it. Okay, stop. Hold on, I can hear it, man. It's, what? That hurt my foot. I sure do hear it coming from over here somewhere. There's some vacuum right here. A smoke test would probably be better for this. But there's some vacuum. Come on. There's some vacuum right there. And this is very soapy. Tap it just a little. No, not there. It's back here. What's back here? I don't see anything at all. There's some coolant pipes. Nothing. I see absolutely nothing that could be making that noise. Huh. Well, this is one for the books, that's for sure. I gotta admit, guys, I was very hopeful that this was gonna be some stupidly simple repair, if anything was wrong with it at all. As it turns out, this one's a little more complicated. It's not the belt. It's not any pulleys. Changes with the RPMs, which means it's got to be something engine or trans related, but it's not on the side of the transmission, so we can eliminate the transmission. It's something around the engine. I've sprayed everything that I can access with soapy water to see if I could get the engine to change the way it runs, if I could get it to suck the soapy water mixture in. Nothing. So this does have a high pressure pump under the hood, right on top of the valve cover. Could it be somewhere around that? Could it have something to do with it? I don't think so. It seems to run too good. Could it be a cracked valve cover? Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I don't see anything that makes this car dangerous to drive. So I'm going to, yes, I'm going to ignore it. We will come back. I'm going to take it for a quick drive. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to run a diagnostic. We're going to find out what that check engine light's on for. That probably would have been the best thing to do from the very beginning. I don't know. Could it be related? Maybe. Somehow I don't think so. Fog lights. Oh, we got fog lights. Man, this is a nice little car. Active Eco? Okay, I was hoping maybe you push the button in the push the Eco button and the noise goes away, right? No, like I said, air conditioning works. Radio? Dang it. It's a little slow, but radio works. Let's take her out on the road. Only thing to do is really just take her for a drive, and if something breaks, well, something breaks. Oh, it's completely out of gas. Okay. Out we go. Nice little backup camera. I love this little car. The only reason I say that I love it is because of how cheap it was. I mean, if I'd paid $8,800 for it, I'd be pretty upset right now that it's squealing like that. That's got to be vacuum. Would it? Here's my guess. All right. And I may have to send it to the Kia dealership. God knows their labor is not super expensive. But they could put their ears on it. Those electronic. It changes with RPM. And it gets so high pitched, it's got to be a vacuum leak, right? Listen to that. Oh my, I'll be honest, that sounds really bad, guys. That sounds really bad. Trans is shifting fine. It seems like it's got power. Check engine light's not flashing or anything. Oh, let's just send it. Screw it. I'm not gonna floor it, but I mean, we can at least, let's roll the window up too. Oh, that is awful. That sounds so bad. But it feels like it's got good power. We're going 50. I guess I could pick it up some. I don't want to go too far. I don't know, man. What is that? Let's try to get it up to 60. I'm a little nervous. Okay, cruise control is set. I don't know, man. That sounds so bad. That sounds so bad. I think I'm gonna turn it around, guys. I don't think I'm even gonna take it on its 10-mile drive. No, we're gonna go ahead and turn her around. I don't know, guys. I've turned it around. I'm gonna take it back to the house. That sounds like way worse than a vacuum leak. but I have no idea what that could possibly be. I checked the oil. Oil's full. Oil looks good. It's clean. There's no rods knocking. There's no oil lights or anything on the dash. And as I said, as far as power goes, it feels like it's running just like it's supposed to. It's just making a tremendous amount of noise while it's doing it. And the only reason I'm still filming, I just want to get it back to the shop, but God forbid if the engine blows up, I at least need to get some content out of that, right? If I leave pieces of the motor all over the highway, at least let me get the footage, you know what I mean? Wow, that's just... Something's... Yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to look at it a little bit more, but I don't know what more I'm going to be able to find on this car, guys. Okay, we're right around the corner from the house. Listen to how quiet it is now. And there it goes. Yep, there it goes. Oh my goodness. Nails on a freaking chalkboard. This car sucks. Well, I made it back, and it runs perfect. It does. It runs absolutely perfect. But you so much as blip that throttle. Listen to it. That ain't right, man. I think that goes without saying, but that ain't right. What a shame. You guys can't see anything. It got dark on me, man. I lost my daylight. Well, there's the car at night. Looks like almost all the lights work except for the license plate lights. Huh. Well, I don't know what to do. Well, it's official. I'm stumped. I have never ran into something like this before. I've never had a noise like that I couldn't pinpoint or locate. This one is... I'm going to have to let you guys comment below and tell me what you think. Maybe I'm crossing my fingers that one or more of you are techs at Hyundai/Kia, and you've seen this before. I even went so far as I Googled it. And of course, everything I Googled came back with the same thing. It's like, oh, it's a belt, it's a pulley, belt, pulley. It's one of those things always. But this is not that, because we took the belt off. I'm genuinely, my mind is just racing, thinking of what could it possibly be. And the only thing I can keep coming back to is a vacuum leak. But ooh, boy, that's a hell of a vacuum leak, guys. I went ahead and ran the diagnostics on. I did it without you. Very simple. It is the upstream oxygen sensor, which is a very, very important oxygen sensor. Obviously, it controls the air-fuel ratio. So that needs to be fixed. But aside from the upstream oxygen sensor, that would not make that noise, by the way. So I don't know. I really hate the idea of having to send it to the dealer for diagnosis. Who knows how much that's going to cost? I mean, it could cost $100. It could cost $300 or $400, depending on how far they have to go into it to figure out what's causing this weird, bizarre noise. I'm hoping that somebody out there is going to see this video and say, hey, it's this, because you've run into it before. Please, if you have any ideas, drop your comments down below. I'm going to get out of here, guys. It's been a day. I've made several videos today. I've been out here working in the shop all day, and now it's almost 9 o'clock at night. I've been here for almost 12 hours now, so I'm ready to go home. I need to get cleaned up and I need to go to bed. But I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time to watch my latest purchase, the 2014 Kia Forte EX for $2,000. Is this still a good deal? I don't know. I think so. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It depends on how much is wrong with it. Like, I hate the idea of taking it to a dealership and paying them $100, $200, $500 to dig into it and try to figure out what the problem is. But at the same time, I don't really know where else to go with it myself. So, like I said, if you guys have any ideas, definitely drop your comments down below. They would be greatly appreciated. And tell me if you think for $2,000, Do you think it was a good deal? I mean, what's the worst case scenario? We buy an engine, maybe it needs a whole engine. I don't think it needs an engine, guys, but you put an engine in. What's an engine cost? $1,200, $1,500? Put an engine in it. Now you've got the car for what, $3,500? Not like it's a hard engine to replace. I don't know. Drop your comments below. I'm going to go home. I'm going to get cleaned up. I'm going to go to bed. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.